Hey guys, how's it going? musicninjamat here, and finally, here is my WWE Universe Mode. I'm sorry it's taken this long to actually get it out. I started a Universe Mode that carried on for my 2K15, but I wasn't enjoying it, and I thought, this is the first time I'm filming it, first time I'm putting it out on YouTube, let's start completely fresh. I've changed things around a bit. So I'm just going to show you around what I've changed. A few things still need to be edited, but let's start with the calendar. We've got Raw, we've got NXT, we've got SmackDown. Raw's our big major show, that's where we've got our major titles. SmackDown's going to be our minor show for more like mid-card guys, and NXT is developmental. It's a brand in itself with its own titles. So, exciting stuff there, really. If next we'll have a look at the titles and our champions. There's so many titles in this game. Probably easier to go WWE.com and do it that way. So we have WWE Champion Randy Orton, Intercontinental Champion Roman Reigns, Tag Champions Mizdow, and the Divas Champion is Natalya. We're using the older tag titles because I just prefer them. And then over on NXT, we've got NXT Champ Sting, Tag Champs are the Primetime Players, and the Women's Champion is Tamina. Now, we've got these champions because we simulated a year, basically, so it would generate our champions and everything for us. If we look at the teams, Usos still have those old tag team titles, the new ones, but they're old to us, and I really have never liked the look of them, so I need to go and I need to vacate those. One thing that's kind of gets to me is the fact that you can't vacate more titles, so you could have like proper tournaments to actually compete for the title. I think that would be cool and very useful, but hey ho, we just have to deal with what we've got, really. Right, so yeah, that's sorted out now. So we can go back to our teams now, and I'll show you who we've got at the moment, who we've got so far. So with our teams, we've got the Usos, the Wyatt family, Mizdow, the Brotherhood, the New Day, who are currently without Xavier Woods, but that's because he's on NXT, and that's where I want him for the time being. It's worth noting that the Usos, Mizdow, the Brotherhood, and the New Day, they're all on Raw, and Wyatt family are on NXT. This authority stable we can get rid of. It was from my old Universe Mode. It was just a stable that got created, but yeah, we can get rid of that. And then we've also got on NXT the Primetime Players and International Airstrike. They're the teams that we have thus far, but obviously they could evolve, they could change, break up, whatever. That's what I love about Universe Mode. It's constantly changing all the time. Next up, let's have a look at the rosters. If we start with the Legends, and our Legends at the moment are Booker T, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, and The Undertaker. The next thing we've got to do quickly is just check if there's anyone from NXT we want on Raw and vice versa, because I have got in mind sort of where I want everybody to start. So if we're looking now, I can just flick through on the roster and you can sort of see where everybody is, who we're not using and whatnot. I mean, there's always so many people in these games that I just don't want in my Universe Mode. It looks good on this end. You'll notice I've got guys like AJ Styles, Kevin Owens and stuff at the bottom. I don't know if I want to use them or not. Just because I want to get really decent ones before I sort of make that decision if I want them or not. Right, so that's the Raw roster done. It's like I said, we'll double check here on NXT as well quick, because I'm pretty sure there were 2 or 3 people that came up on Raw that I want to start on NXT. So we've just got to flick through. I'm trying to sort of scan through as carefully as I can, so I don't have to go back and change any of this later. Curtis Axel, yeah, definitely. Want him to start on NXT. Axelmania, running wild. But he's going to run wild on NXT for a bit before he steps up, I think. Naomi, because like the NXT Divas division's not massive on mine at the moment. I am planning to get the DLC, especially the NXT DLC. I've just got to wait for the money to come in, really. Because usually I'll buy the £20 season pass, and then obviously that's it. I've got everything I want, but this year they did it differently. Right, so these are our rosters now, they're complete. If you want to look properly, then it's best to go through and pause, because I'm just flicking through them here. And I don't really want to have to sit and go through the full one. So if we look at Raw now, this is the full Raw roster. As I said, I'll flick through for you, but if you want to properly read, just pause and have a look. Also, it's important to mention that I really just want feedback from you guys. It's you guys that have to sit and be tortured by watching this universe mode. So if there's anybody you want in, anybody you want taken out, you know, do give me sort of feedback on that. Because I've got a few sort of episodes in mind and whatnot, but especially after the Rumble, it'll be completely up to you guys. I'm trying to think. Oh, right. All rivalries are off. I hate rivalries in this. I hate the system. It just gets boring to play the same matches over and over and over again. If we take a quick look now at Raw, yeah, we've got 6 matches on Raw, and we'll just see. We'll start by seeing what Universe Mode gives us, work with that, and then we'll develop it into our own storylines once we've got a foundation for it. It's an alright looking card, really, sort of a standard starting card, I guess. That's a cool main event. Punk's there, and it's actually worth mentioning and looking at the fact that I do believe, where do I want to go? Superstars and find Punk. Yeah, Punk's actually Mr. Money in the Bank after we simulated a year, but I do want to keep him as Mr. Money in the Bank, and he will be seen as that in Universe Mode to start. Just an extra added dynamic, really, to make it a bit more exciting. Right, so now off camera, I'm going to set up the Superstars fully, their allies, enemies, whether or not they're face or heel. Right, so that's actually done now, a little gap there, but everybody's sorted, everybody's been organised how I want them. We've also added a new team, we've put the Click back together as an authority sort of stable. I wanted it for storylines and all the rest of it. So let's look at this first episode of Raw. Yeah, as you can see, things have changed, but that's always happening in Universe Mode. It's always changing the card around. I'm going to aim to play at least 3 matches of an episode, and then I will simulate the rest. Pardon me. It depends on my interest in the match. It's like I said, it's a fairly decent card to start off with. There's only one standout change I can think of, but I'm definitely going to simulate this first match. The Miz goes over, and New Day then probably out of the running for a tag team title shot. This is the change I wanted to make. Having these two heels face against each other makes very little sense to me at this point in time. So let's put Nikki up against the champ. Actually, she can face Natalya. So our champ's displayed now, and it means that also if Nikki can get the win, she could be the #1 contender. We'll simulate this one as well. And Natalya winning, so Nikki then out of the running for a Divas title shot. And I think with our next match, Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, this will be the first match we play. These are 2 guys who have the potential to be main eventers, definitely fight in the mid-card for the IC title. So this match is just going to all be about momentum and gaining that momentum. So let's dive straight into it, guys. I'm not a huge fan of watching entrances all the way through, but I'll let a little bit of it play out. It just adds to that match feel, I guess, so we can watch Cesaro enter now.
Making his way to the ring, formerly from Lucerne, Switzerland, now residing in United States. Weight 2. And approaching the ring.
As you'll notice, Seth is still in his, Shield attire. He's got the music and the entrance still. I'm going to keep it that way for now for all 3 members, just because I'm yet to find something on community creations that I really like. Okay, so here we go, first match of our Universe Mode kicking off, and Seth straight away out the gate, proper out the gate actually there. I haven't really spoken about the game itself and what I think about it. I think it looks great, the animations, you know, there's a lot about the game that people haven't liked. Oh, Seth Rollins caught up in the ropes there. Cesaro mounting an offense. Right, this grapple system, I like it, but it does drag on a bit, and they said about slowing game pace down, but they've slowed it down a little bit too much for my liking. Like with strikes, you can't go crazy on people with punches anymore. They're a lot slower, and obviously there's a lot removed from the game. So there's a lot that I don't like about the game, but I'm still playing it. I'm still enjoying it just as much as all the others, if not more now on next gen. But I really do think this is just a starting point and that things are going to get better. So we've got, yeah, Seth and Cesaro, that sweep. Absolutely love that sweep. It's an out of nowhere move. A lot of Seth's moves, his moveset is just catching people out of nowhere. I love playing as Seth Rollins and using him. Cesaro's got that brute force, whereas with Seth, he's going to rely more on his high flying here, I think. So far, this has been very back and forth. A lot of reversals. One man's just got to capitalise, and then, who knows, they could go on to receive a title shot. We'll just have to see. See, Cesaro trying to mount that offense, but Seth's got an answer for pretty much everything. Vicious dropkick again, and the springboard to follow up. Seth's all over the place, but in a good way in this match. Those European uppercuts, though, do look brutal in this. Again, with a reversal from Seth. Seth just wants that chance to prove himself. He's no longer a part of the Shield. He's on his own. Oh, a pin attempt. 1. No, just a 1 count. I think both these guys feel they should be a World Heavyweight Champion by now. Or at least have had the opportunity to be World Heavyweight Champion by now. Seth taking apart that table. They've really got to keep an eye on that count out, though. I would say neither man wants to get counted out, but I think Seth might want to go for that cheap finish. And is he... Yep, Seth by... No? Could he... I think Seth's trying to make up his mind. No, he'll take the count out victory. Seth doesn't care how he wins. Cesaro, however, he came for a fight. You know that he wants to pin Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring, just to make himself look a lot stronger. But again, trying to get into the ring, he got caught. And now, climbing up those ropes, trying to keep himself in this one. And Seth Rollins throwing him into the corner, usually sets up for the buckle bomb, but no. That move as well, absolutely adore it. It's out of nowhere, it catches an opponent off guard. I think Seth wants to end this one, but no. Cesaro will carry on fighting as best as he can. Seth able to catch him, put him in the corner. Could be, yeah, buckle bomb. Cesaro needs to slip out of this, otherwise this one could be over. The buckle bomb. Here comes the curb stomp to follow it up. That's it. Will this be the end of the match? 1, 2, 3. I can't help but say I'm a bit surprised. Would have thought Cesaro would actually come out with this one. But Seth Rollins, really, really impressive. I think everybody will take note now that actually Seth Rollins is here to be taken seriously. Seth Rollins the victor, but see, Seth just thinks he is above and beyond absolutely everybody on the WWE roster. I think Seth just wants that gold. Anyway, it's time to look now at our next match here on Monday Night Raw. We are 4 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. So next up we've got Fandango versus Bad News Barrett. I think we'll play this one as well. This is an interesting one because Fandango really hasn't done anything, I think. Whereas Bad News Barrett, he has titles and, you know, he's got so much to back him up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
If I had to make a prediction with this one, I'd go Bad News Barrett. Simply because with these guys, I think they're on two separate sort of leagues. Fandango, I don't really see being a contender for a title at this point in time, whereas Bad News Barrett could definitely be a contender for the Intercontinental title. Okay, so this is our second played match and our fourth match of the night here on Monday Night Raw. So here we go, and wow, Fandango actually catching Wade Barrett straight away there. I think that's the other thing. Wade really needs to not underestimate Fandango. It doesn't matter who you're facing, you just can't underestimate your opponent, because that's when upset wins happen. The crowd firmly behind Barrett here. I think the crowd, a lot like Wade, a lot like myself, feel it's kind of almost weird to see Fandango here on Monday Night Raw on the biggest show that we have here on our Universe Mode. This is an opportunity for Fandango, and he needs to run with it, and right now that's exactly what he's doing. Wade's got him though. I thought that was going to be the table then. We're at a count of 5. Wade looks about worried about getting counted out. He's got him back in the ring. He's daring Fandango to get back in. He wants a fight. Fandango looks hesitant though, running straight into those big fists. Now Barrett seems to have gained his composure and is going to get back in control. I thought it was smart of Fandango though. He seemed to be sort of targeting just every body part he could of Wade. And now Fandango trying to get back into it. Nice elbow there. And a leg drop. I think Fandango's strategy is just to completely tear Wade down as best as he can. Top rope now, will it be? No, it was the elbow. Thought he might go for the last dance, but a pin anyway. 1. Wade kicking out. Okay, another spinning elbow. And another leg drop. He seems to be working that sort of upper area, perhaps setting up for the last dance. Big slam. Huge slam there. Another pin attempt might be safe here, but no. Starting the climb. Wade able to get out of the way. Now Wade needs to start mounting a comeback, but no. It's been set up in the... But no. Oh, it's just back and forth, back and forth. Clothesline out. Wade might just go straight up bare knuckle brawler now. And just completely beat down Fandango.
He's firing now. Wade Barrett showing signs of life.
Now winds of change out of absolutely nowhere. Pin. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Fandango showing a bit of resiliency here. I don't think the crowd knows what to make of this. Fandango's attitude has made him really disliked, but I think the fans can't help but be impressed with how well he's doing here. However, Bad News Barrett is the fan favourite, and this is going to make the crowd very happy. DDT on the apron. Fandango could be completely out. No, Barrett picking him back up. He wants that pinfall. I think he's Starting to get a bit annoyed that Fandango's had as much offense as he has had. Bit of a tongue twister there. Oh, Barrett just torturing him now. A rake to the eyes. Could allow Fandango to get... No. Again, Wade moving out the way. Now it'll be Wade taken to the ropes and an elbow of his own. Cover here, one. Again, Fandango kicking out after just one. The crowd is on their feet. Wade just throwing those punches, taking Fandango down. See, Fandango was smart to get out the ring, but Wade sort of knew exactly what he was doing. Wade wasn't going to be lured in. All it will take is one big move, I think, from Bad News Barrett, and this one will be over. Another leg drop from Fandango. He's groggy on his feet. Barrett looks absolutely out of it. Now suplex from Fandango. That took more out of Fandango than I think it did out of Wade. Both men groggy on their feet, having given it absolutely everything. Wait, is he just sort of hit Wade with that, but that could have taken Wade out. And this is it, the last dance. Again with the replay, there's no way. 1, 2, 3. Fandango has just pinned Bad News Barrett here on Monday Night Raw. I said this was his opportunity, and he definitely has not wasted it here. This will have shot Fandango up for sure. These are just some highlights from the match. Quite an impressive match, I think. And there's Fandango looking extremely pleased with himself, as he should really, I think. This is a huge victory for him. However, it's time to look at the rest of our card and finish off Monday Night Raw. So we've got the Brotherhood against the Usos. I think we'll simulate this one as well. These are two top tag teams. The Brotherhood winning, and I would say, why not the Brotherhood with the tag team title shot? Not necessarily a number one contenders match there, but still, I think the Brotherhood should be first in line for a tag team title shot against Mizdow. And here we go, we're going to jump straight into our main event. Randy Orton, the WWE Champion, facing off against Mr. Money in the Bank, CM Punk. So here he is making his entrance first, CM Punk, Mr. Money in the Bank. A win over the champion would be huge for him, and would probably really stick in the head of the champion. What is this? John Cena's out here. He's attacking Randy Orton. He's thrown Orton straight at the feet of Punk. Are Punk and Cena working together? Wait, no, see, Punk's gone straight after Cena. He's calling Cena back out. I don't think Punk's happy with that interference at all. Randy definitely can't be. The fans really not pleased either at the appearance of Cena. Randy's taking advantage of this whole situation. These two are fighting on the ramp now. But Punk wants to take it back in the ring. Randy just wants to carry on beating the crap out. No. I think Randy's realised now he can't get counted out. Punk's realised the same. It's a race back to the ring. A count of 7. And Punk meant to hit Randy. I think Punk accidentally connected with the wrong knee. And no, the ref seems to be okay. He's getting back up. I think Punk was trying to get a huge upper hand there, and it just didn't work out for him. But now Punk in control. I mean, what does this mean with John Cena coming out here? He's not working with Punk. Is it against Randy? Is he after the title? I mean, Orton's got to watch his back. He's got people like John Cena gunning for him. He's got Punk with a briefcase he can cash in at any time. I think he really does have a target on his back, does Randy? I think Randy's trying to stay alive, but you can see how that attack's thrown him off. He's not on his game right now. I think Punk's just starting to show off. Punk's loving this. He loves the fact that he feels he's in total control. Orton's stomping away on Punk. Nice backbreaker there by Orton. I think Randy's got to try and figure out now what his plan is. How's he going to take out Punk? I think you can come into a match with a game plan, but if the slightest thing throws you off of that game plan, then you've got to reassess, reevaluate, and make a whole new plan. Punk seems to be a lot faster. He's sort of sped up his whole pace, sped up his fighting style, because he knows he needs to be incredibly quick and just put Randy away and not let Randy recover at all. Big DDT there from Randy. Randy using the knees a lot. I was going to say Punk may be now on the... I think he is on the defensive now. Could Randy be going for a pin here? I think Randy was going for a big move there, but Punk's got him up. GTS connecting, that could be it. I said he had to put him away quick, but what? Punk's taking too much time. 1, 2. I think Punk should have just gone straight for the pin. I think Punk couldn't believe he managed to hit the GTS there. And again with another pin. 1, 2. Randy will not allow himself to die in this match. Punk smashing his head back. Now Punk going to the top rope. This could be risky. Orton getting back to his feet, but Punk took him out, but I think Punk had an awkward landing there. Both men back to their feet. Orton continuing the strikes to Punk's head. You keep those strikes up, you're going to completely take somebody out of their game. Coordination's going to be totally off. Orton now looks like he's just biding his time before he strikes. Now could be that time. Punk, though, it looked like Randy was going for a big move. Punk escapes it. The GTS, he's got him up. Randy. Oh, Randy slides out of it. Big DDT. That was a close call for Orton. Punk just trying to slap away at Orton. Submission hold applied. Will this be it? Will Punk tap? Punk's being stretched out, but he manages to fight out of it. I think both men now pretty much desperate at this point. One's got to end the other, and it's got to end soon. Punk now trying to go for the running high knee, but they're unable to, weirdly. Orton now with a suplex. Yeah, running high knee. Yeah, that's weird. Oh well. Orton with a cover 1, but no, Punk kicks out. Orton looks like he's getting ready to strike. Punk has no idea. The ref's in the way though, but RKO. The RKO. Orton, 1, 2, 3. I think, yeah, Punk's busted open. Punk's bleeding. Not to take anything away from Orton, but I think Punk's very line of sight was actually blocked by the ref. He didn't even see the RKO coming. He didn't see Randy. It was one of the pin attempts that Punk had. Just a few replays now again. Crazy, crazy main event. But again, this is why Monday Night Raw is our top show. Because this is the talent that put on the matches, you know, the best matches. They work hard, and this is the payoff for it, standing tall at the end of Monday Night Raw. But you can bet that Randy Orton will be looking for John Cena, definitely. And guys, we will see you in the next one in NXT. Thank you for tuning in to my Universe Mode. I am hoping to improve just from this. There's a load of things I can see that I can improve on, so just stay tuned and we'll try and just get better and better each episode. So thank you very much, and bye.